We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Sanders now to the air right away. And incomplete to open things up.
We have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the gun, it's Shador. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the shotgun, Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Sanders going to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. The 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
To throw now, here's Sanders. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Dances by him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Sanders to throw. That one too wide and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. Sanders. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. Running right, here's Sanders. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing, Sanders.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Williams to return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Over the middle here to Brown.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Now Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Parity sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
An inside give, Brown. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Browns 3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Sanders. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A give running left is Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. On play action, here's Shadur. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Mason Graham breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Parity will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Able to slither by. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Here's Sanders. Oh, good move.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw is Sanders. Shoves him aside. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
Browns, first down. A gain of 15. First down, Browns.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing again, it's Sanders.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Sanders.
Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the Bengals' 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the gun, it's Shador.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2.
Demetrius Knight able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Sanders to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first two tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. This is Brown going up the middle. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense, out comes Cleveland. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th 4th and 5. They'll go. Here's Sanders. He's got him in. That's Bond. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw now, here's Sanders. Out quickly to Judy. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
At the 2-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2nd and a couple. Sanders to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Burrow will throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carson Schlesinger. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
They'll give this out the middle to Brown. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now 3rd down and very long. Right back to Brown. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got it with the 15. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Sanders. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Throwing, Sanders. Now he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Jerry Jeudy, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. But the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
This a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout.
10 yards.
7 seconds left in the first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
Well, the Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
McPherson on for the point after.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays getting into the...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. That's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it is caught.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
First down. First and 10 at the
Got to say, I was a little
16-yard
surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To the air again, Burrow. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Brown. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the shotgun, Sanders.
Able to shake him off.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Sanders.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Looking to throw. Sanders. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. B.J. Hill able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Yoshivas.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7-yard gain.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And past the 30 down to about the 27.
126 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They go play action with Burrow. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 27.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
27-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Handing it off to Brown.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Bengals first down.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
This one hauled in by Sample. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll drop to throw.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy ready to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Browns' drive about to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll go again with Sanders. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Shoves him away.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Sanders to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Sanders gets this over the middle to Tillman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw now, here's Sanders.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
From the gun, it's Shador.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. but no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, what a move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
At the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Second and 6 coming up. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's first down.
Get him, get him.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Out to the left. He's got Sample there.
Brings up second and 9.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Another run with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson.
And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
That's good for a Browns first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Cleveland.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.